All right, she's here. It is our fifth kickoff together for KOST Holidays. Gwen Stefani, thank
I
you so
can't-
much.
Are you sure it's 5?
This is the 5 years since You Make It Feel Like Christmas.
5 years since my dream came true to have a Christmas record. Honestly, and to be able to be friends with you, by the way.
And same to you. I'm wearing your Gwen red, your lipstick,
Oh
your
my
give.
God, it's so pretty.
I love it so much. I wear your lip gloss or your lipstick every day or both. So it's
that
so
makes me
good.
so happy. So do I. We have so much in common.
All right. Well, Gwen, we know that, LA means so much to you, the Southland coast. You grew up listening to the station, and it is such an honor to have you kicking off the holiday music here with us this morning. We're so excited to have you back. Like I said, 5 years since you gave the world your Christmas song, your music. And thank you so much. I mean, everyone's been waiting for this moment.
Thank you. I mean, honestly, I think that it just keeps coming quicker and quicker. Like every year, I'm like, how are we possibly talking about putting up Christmas lights? And it just keeps going faster and faster. But something happened in the last week where I kind of feel like I'm ready again. Like all of a sudden I'm ready. And I guess it was just Halloween happened. And then I'm like, okay, I can think about Christmas. And I've been starting all my shopping this week, and it's really hard. I have teenagers. Anybody has any suggestions, like please like tweet me, because I feel like it's so much easier when you can buy toys. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I can feel it.
I have an idea for you for a teenager. I have a 20-year-old, and he has a thing called a one wheel. So it's a skateboard, and instead of having, the electric skateboard with all the wheels, it's one big wheel in the middle. And they're super safe, and they go on a charge. They're electric. And if they can balance, which I'm sure they can, it's this coolest toy, because not a lot of people have them. And they made the battery so the charge lasts a long time.
Thank you. That's so helpful, because I feel like it is hard. And also then you got Blake, who has like literally everything. And I'm like, but I have some pretty good ideas, which I can't say on air because he listens. But but yeah, this week is my like go week. Like, okay, let's go. And I'm sure everybody's feeling the same thing, because we got that Thanksgiving, Black Friday coming up. Like we got it's like so funny how we all march in line for Christmas, and it is a good feeling.
When will you, or where will you be celebrating Thanksgiving? Will you be in town? Will you be in Oklahoma?
We're going to be basically here in Oklahoma. I'm in Oklahoma now, and we're going to be here. It's going to be a short, like, turnaround weekend where the boys come out. Half of the family's coming out earlier, and then the boys are coming out a little later, and then we're just like going to do a flip around. But we typically always do it here, and it's so fall, when you're in Oklahoma, all the trees are turning, and it just has that vibe. And, I don't know, it's going to be really amazing. We've already talked about food and like trying to get all prepared. I have so many, like, I've become such a homemaker here. Like I have all yes, like I have the china that I'm going to use. I know, like, and I think about it, like I talk about it with Blake. Like I think that we live to be kind of like entertainers in that way, in the sense of like, we love having our family over, we love cooking, and we love to just make a memory. That's just what we love doing together.
It's like putting on a food show with all the great memories and all of that. Maybe do you sing around the table? Do you have a studio in Oklahoma also?
We used to have a studio here. We basically didn't use it that much, so we kind of got rid of it. We had to get more put more bedrooms in. So we were like, but I think we're gonna make one again. I feel like we will. But no, it's really like a lot of moving parts, getting everybody to fly out here. And I think that's one thing that is so great, is having kind of like a destination where everyone feels like they really get to get away. And Blake's Ranch is so incredible. It's all about just nothing. There's no people. It's just space and nature. And it just feels like you definitely, like, I don't know, transport into a different place in the world when you come here.
That's so nice, especially for both of you leading such busy lives, with the voice. And I love you too on again this season. You made me cry when you cry over Blake's contestant. I was just gushing through.
The little boy.
Oh, the 16-year-old.
Yes, I'm so in love with him in the right way. Everyone's making fun of me, but there's just, I guess it's because I do have a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old boy. Watch him and see him with his family. Like the family is so cute, and he just has this personality that is just magnetic. But honestly, I can't wait for people to see the next performances coming up, because I just worked with my team last week, and it's literally like, talk about like tear jerking just to watch the talent and watch how far they've come. And this is such a short amount of time that we barely get to know each other. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
because they're so gifted, you feel like, God, what can I do? How can I help people see? And I have such a cool team this season. I always do, but this season is really exciting.
This is what I'd love to see for you, Gwen. I'd love to see you come back. You're there for a season. You've been away, and then you just march back in and win the thing. I just think it's so powerful.
This is going to be probably, Blake, and this is our last season together on the show. Right. So I have to win him. Like, he deserves for me to beat him. Come on.
I totally agree.
And I'm not even that competitive, but I don't know. I feel like the longer I'm on the show, the more competitive I get, and the more like I do want to win. I got to win with Carter Rubin, and he has, like, I wish people would go check him out on Instagram, because he's singing on there all the time. He's become a different person in the sense that he was this little 14-year-old boy that transformed into a super babe. He's now 16 and he's writing songs, and I feel like I've got to really be on a journey with him. And so hopefully I can do it again. It's a pretty cool show.
It's so sad. It really is. It's my favorite. You talked about Blake cooking food. You've got it planned. You told us about the pasta dome last year. Yes. Will you be attempting that again? Are you going to do a deep fried turducken or anything like that?
I think that we will probably do the pasta dome again. I feel like last year it wasn't that great. Like, we rushed it. Like it was like rushed, and it didn't taste that good. I don't know. I feel like this year I made it way too big. So I need to figure, like, we literally had so many leftovers. I felt so guilty, but I think I'm going to do it again. I might just do one and then do something else new, because Blake's tradition is to do a new tradition every year, like start something new. Which I go, well, that's not really a tradition. I guess it's a tradition to do something new every year, but so I think we'll do something like that. But it's fun. That's the one thing that we love to do, is kind of plan it out, talk about it. You know what I mean?
That's the most fun part. Then when it's over, I get sad after planning and getting all the excitement going, and then we finish and the dishes are clean. I'm like, what's the next thing? I guess it'll be Christmas.
I feel pretty ready this year for this whole thing. But last year I was in Vegas doing the Vegas show, and we had just built our house here in Oklahoma. So we needed like everything for Christmas. And so I'd be in my hotel room, and I would just be shopping and shopping and shopping. And it was the greatest. Like, I love shopping online, and
so do I.
I love shopping for Christmas, like Christmas stuff, like over the top Christmas stuff. So I think I got really kind of burnt out from doing that last year. But then just like 2 days ago, I bought some reindeers, like light up reindeers, and I'm so excited to put them out. So I don't know. I just told Blake, I'm just so into decorating, and it just goes by so quickly, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Good.
Oh, I love that. So you've talked about everyone else, because that's what you do, Gwen. You're all about other people. What do you want under the tree, or what do you hope to happen this holiday season?
Honestly, like, I've had such an incredible year already. Starting my makeup line and like having that dream actually come true has been amazing. I think the one thing that always just is the gift that keeps on giving for me, and this is going to sound like this is just true, and the whole reason why, like, I don't know, I did the Christmas album was because every time it comes back around again and I hear like that people like it's part of their lives, it's part of their memories, it's part of their year. That is what gets me super excited. And I just can't wait to see everybody posting about it and sharing. And they always are like sending me videos or on Twitter or whatever of their kids like dancing to the song. And that to me is so exciting. I just sat with Sophie Muller, who did the video way back in the day. She's one of my best friends, and she's like this quirky English, like she's a one of a kind. And so she's like my best friend, and so is Blake. So when we did the video together, like to have us all in the room creatively doing this video was beyond a dream, but it was also sort of like scary because you have somebody in your life that you love so much, and then you have this new person in your life, and Blake's an artist as well, and he hates making videos. I mean,
does he really? He's so good at it.
He's so good at so many things. But anyway, so that I was just talking to her. They were going to do some kind of pop-up video thing where they talk about the video. So we went down, me and Blake and her, and we were on a Zoom, and we were just talking about all the memories of making that video. And it was just, you go back and watch it again and it's just a classic. So I just feel really excited for Christmas and to be able to be part of it musically with people. But as far as like being specific, like what do I want under the Christmas tree? Like, honestly, like I'm good. Like, I just want everyone to literally listen to my record.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's something.
Because it makes me so it's my favorite album I've ever done. I know it sounds weird, and I do want to add to it. I always think about writing more Christmas songs, but and then the year just all of a sudden evaporates and you're like, okay, I didn't do that. But I did do a bunch of music this year, and I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with that for next year. And
are you thinking of touring?
I definitely am I have shows that I'm announcing for New Year's. I have a couple shows, which will be fun. And then I'm definitely going to do I want to do festivals. I definitely want to do some shows next year. I felt like after Vegas, I was like, I'm never going to do shows again. I'm good. I'm done. Like, I'm good. Like, my Doc Martens are going to go in the closet for the rest of their lives. But I don't know. Then I had done a show in Mexico, and it was the craziest festival. I walk out and it felt like these people had been standing there for like 10 years waiting for me to get there. And the way that the love was that night, I was like, you can't help it. Like I love it. Like I can't help it. So I would love to go some places that I haven't been in a long time, after COVID and stuff like that. I mean, the Vegas thing was incredible because everyone was coming to me. But it was just a different energy being in such a small theater, and to be able to go out there and do festivals and have that different kind of energy is something that I was kind of craving. So hopefully that will come together.
Yeah. Do you love to travel? I mean, I'm sure it's great to see different audiences around the world. Like, we went to Egypt over the summer, and I noticed with my husband and my son, just the three of us, we were in such a different place in every, we didn't speak the language. We don't know Arabic, but we didn't need language. And I'm sure that's what it is like with music, especially with music, or someone like you getting on stage, because just like going and seeing how big the world is and then how much we all have in common. I literally would sit there crying. I was like body surfing next to a woman in a burqa bathing suit. And I thought, we're so different. We have different religions, different languages, but we're so the same, laughing in the waves. And that's what music does.
It does. You're 100% right. And I think I grew up in Anaheim, California, where, we didn't as a family travel at all. I mean, I think I would never even come up to LA. Like for us, like we would go to maybe Santa Barbara, or we went to Catalina Island.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Or we'd go down to San Diego Zoo or whatever it was, but it was very, very limited. And, I think the biggest trips that we did were like Big Bear, you know what I mean? The first time that I ever traveled outside of the country was my parents took us to Italy, and that was when I was 21. So that's how like sheltered I was growing up. And I think that to be able to travel the world and share my story through this album, like the Tragic Kingdom album at the time, which was just completely written knowing that no one would ever hear that record. It was,
oh my God.
I mean, we purposely knew we were making music that no one would hear. So to be able to be in Israel and have, someone come up to the van and start singing Don't Speak to Me, it was just like beyond a miracle, beyond mind blowing. And also, you know, everyone knows that I've always been so inspired by culture, you know, because
Mhm.
I think the fascination between like what you just said, how it seems like from the outside when you're like looking at somebody from India, you're like, gosh, look how they dress, how they eat, like everything is so different.
Yeah.
But that when you go there and they're singing Just a Girl back at you or Don't Speak, and you're like, okay, wait a minute, there's not such a big gap here. We all have heart, we all have emotions, we all have feelings,
Mhm.
we all want to be loved. And you know, it's the universal language is music. And that's why, again,
Mhm.
we're talking about Christmas music. Christmas music takes it to kind of another level, because I
Yes.
feel like Christmas, even though we have a lot of like end of the year woes and sort of like
Mhm.
fears for what's going to happen next year and hopes or all those things. And you know, it's also getting together with family. A lot of people just it can be depressing, like having to, you know, I know Christmas can be all those things, but
Yeah.
when you put that music on, next thing
Yeah.
you know, it that all goes away, and it's just a time to just kind of make a memory. And so I just feel happy to have that music. I mean, music is
Yeah.
everything. We know that.
And we love to have that too, Gwen. We love that we're back playing your holiday music again. I mean, we play your music every day, but you know, you make it feel like Christmas, and let's hear it for the elves and everything on your album. And we have people crying, calling every day. When is it happening? So I have not told them before now that it's you kicking it off. And so this is extra meaningful, not only to me, but to KOST and to all of our listeners right now. And you're just the best. You are, you're just a Wonder
Thank
Woman.
you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you.